All right, Coach. First home game of the year, finally, and against a very good opponent. Thoughts? What?
It is. We're excited to play at home, play in Tiger Stadium in front of our fans, and have our band and all that, and the good atmosphere that is here. Obviously, it's North Alabama, and to our fans and our community and our university, that's always a big game, especially when it's home. And mix that with it being our first home game, and there's a lot of excitement going into this one, without a doubt. It's going to be a really good football game, and we're excited to be here. It's been 3 weeks on the road, and our guys have handled that part of it well, but we're excited to play at home.
What do we know about ourselves? I'm going to obviously ask about UNA, but after 3 weeks on the road, what have we learned?
Well, we know that we're a pretty good football team, and we feel like we can compete in every game that we're in, and we know we play really good in the second half. We still got things we got to fix. We got to be more consistent on offense throughout the whole game, and then defensively, there's areas where we got to be more consistent there with our eyes and doing certain things. But I feel good about where we are as a team and how our guys have handled the first 3 weeks, especially those first two. And rebounded from those, and had a good game last week, and so we feel good to be 1-0 in the conference, and feel good coming into a very good opponent.
Same question, but about UNA.
Well, UNA's a good football team. They always are. They're coming off, I think, 3-time at least share of conference championships, for good reasons. Coach Wallace does a great job. He's built a great program back there, and we have the utmost respect for him, he and his staff. And they're good. They're another senior and junior laden team, the guys that have been in that program and played in their systems for a while, and love that program. You can tell that shows up on film. And not a whole lot of superstars on the team, but they got a really good team. And you look at what they did to Valdosta last week in a game that's always a big game each year, UNA and Valdosta, and then they won it handedly. So very good football team. It's going to take a great effort to be able to have a chance to be successful.
What do we need from a good home crowd?
Noise. We need fans to be loud and encourage our guys and let us have some volume to feed off of and get some momentum there. The exact opposite of what we've seen the last 3 weeks. We've had to feed off of their crowd and hearing them. So we're excited to get to our crowd and hearing our band play and fans cheering us on. And so we need a lot of guys and ladies in the seats and being loud. Get into the game and encourage our guys.
What about had some guys play pretty well. Jordan Jones, the JSC Freshman of the Week this week. Talk a little bit about what Jordan's done the first 3 games.
Jordan played really well, especially the last 2 weeks. He's been a very, very good player on the defense side of the ball, and then this past week, no different on defense. I think 9 tackles, 2 or 3 for loss, and then blocked a punt. Had a chance to scoop and score, but got on it. But he's played very good for that was his 3rd college football game as a redshirt freshman. So he's played very well for that, and we're looking for him to continue to improve each week. And several guys on defense have had good games these first 3 weeks, and in all phases really.
And we've been able to play a whole lot of folks. We run them in. It's like a hockey line change when we come in and out of there. 6, 7, 8, sometimes 11 at a time. So
well, that's important. We feel like our depth is better this year than it was in the past, and that's good because it allows us to keep guys fresher moving into the 3rd and 4th quarters, and I think that's shown up. We've had some good 3rd and 4th quarter efforts the last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks really. So I think that's shown up the depth, and we're able to have fresher guys towards the end of the game because of it.
And shifting to the other side, a bunch of big, tall, a lot bigger offensive linemen came out and just kind of manhandled Mississippi College up front early and set the tone, and we ended up running for almost 300 yards there. And LaKendrick had a big game, and playing a lot of skilled people there. Not playing a lot of people on the offensive front.
That's right.
Yeah,
those 5 guys have pretty much taken the brunt of it, and they've gotten better each week. And that was that's the newest guys on our team as far as a unit. Not necessarily the youngest, but the guys that hadn't played college football the most recent. And so it takes time for those 5 to gel together, and they've gotten better each week. And one thing we challenged them with this past week was we need to be able to run the ball against this group, and we did that. We, like you said, almost 300 yards, and they've got several good running backs running the ball behind them. But they did a very good job all 4 quarters as far as opening up holes.
And Kendrick Thomas has done a really good job there. One of 3 running backs actually, playing well, and Dante, leads a pretty good receiving corps. So talk a little bit about those guys.
Well, we feel good in our skill positions. Kendrick, I think he leads the conference in rushing. He's had 3 good weeks. And then, like you said, Rashad Lee, who's always been steady and been a great player for us the last 2 weeks. Been a little bit hobbled at times, but has run well. And then Parker Johnson coming in and doing great things as well at the running back spot. And then we about wholesale, changed our receiving corps in the off season, and Dante has come on like we hoped he would, but none of us really saw coming. I mean, he's had a great performance so far this season, and several of those guys have. And there's a lot of good playmakers in that group that you'll get to see make plays as the season progresses. And like you said, we're able to roll several guys in so they stay fresher, because we're playing a lot of snaps on both sides of the ball right now, which is something that we want to do, and on the offensive side especially. So being able to play more guys helps us being able to be better in the fourth quarter.